What's going on, people? It's me, your friendly neighborhood DP Brown. I am back this week to talk about everything on the Comicsburgh show. Appreciate you guys for coming out. All right, so want to get some house cleaning out the way. We're going to keep this short, so I'm not going to keep you too long tonight and everything. So make sure that you guys are going to us and following us at comicsburgh.com. We're all over social media. We're on X, formerly known as Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. You know, we do like, our little videos and all that stuff. And also on where else we at? YouTube. You're watching it right now. So if you're watching us right now, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that notification button. So anytime that we're on, you know that we're on. And just make sure that you're following us at Comicsburgh. All right. Also go to our website. We're at comicsburgh.com. Make sure that you're going and checking out all our stuff and just everything that we got over at Comicsburgh and everything. Leave us some feedback too. We're at info@comicsburgh.com. We love hearing from you, and make sure that you're getting all your words out as far as the things that you like and don't like, about Comicsburgh and what we do. All right. So appreciate that. If you see this QR code on the corner of our screen, that takes you right to our Comicsburgh website. So get your phone out. Take that the photo to get that camera out, and then click that QR code. If you got your phone, bam, you're right there at comicsburgh.com, where you see everything Comicsburgh related. So basically, tonight we're not going to like I say, keep you too long and everything. Just wanted to show what we got going on as far as the Comicsburgh Kickstarters. We got a few that's left. That are basically just winding down. It's like the final days, final weeks for the Comicsburgh Kickstarters that we got going on. So I wanted to just basically go over those right quick, and then let you guys have your evening back and everything. All right. So appreciate you joining us and checking us out on the replay if you got that. So first up today we got like Footpath. All right. So I'm going to basically shout out, Alfred first and make sure that, he gets his Comicsburgh, going on as far as that. So let's click into that, and want you to check out, his Kickstarter. So 5 days to go on this. Oh man, he's already, well past goal. So man, this is a real beautiful thing. To congratulations to Alfred and everything. Got a super thing going on. So basically, really proud of Alfred and Jonathan on getting this Kickstarter up and making sure that they're already at 158 backers, so you can't beat it and everything. So 5 days left to still get your pledge in real quick regarding that. So we're going to play the trailer here. Man, that was just that's an awesome Kickstarter there. So we got this one, like I said, is well past goal, and I just want to show you guys like the cover I got. It's got some really good stuff, in the Kickstarter that you get. He's unlocked like some of the rewards and everything. So some of the milestone stuff has been like already unlocked. So congratulations on you guys getting the extra stuff. And Alfred basically, they basically pack it in with this well-made Kickstarter campaign. So make sure that you guys are backing it, you know, these last 5 days. The cover I ended up getting was this one. Man, it's such a real spectacular cover. So I want you to get like a good look at that. I mean, it's real spectacular. I mean, it's just, you know, just something I like. You know, maybe the taste might not be for everybody. It was for me, so that's the reason for me backing it. So, congratulations again, Jonathan and Alfred, on making your share. You know, making your goal and everything. And you know, we hope that, you know, you get well past it on your way out of there and everything. So who we got to comment? Look, make that pledge, Marvin. Yeah, make that pledge. Make the pledge. All right. So the next up we got the Edge. All right. So we're gonna, you know, kick into my man Marvin. Speaking of which, we're gonna get into your you know, Kickstarter. Man, we gotta get my man to go. He got like a few days left on his. So I can't wait for you guys to check out this toy. Goal is 15,000. We're right at, you know, 10,000. You know, 99.15. So it's right there. So I want you guys to check this. This trailer out, and it's a really good, you know, trailer and everything. So go ahead and let's play that. If we can get sound, where's the sound at? Come on now. I'm gonna back that up. Let's do it again. Let's there we go. Oh yeah, man. I mean, was that edgy? Was that edgy enough for you? Oh man, that's a really great trailer right there. Thanks, Marvin. So, you know, that's a really good trailer right there for the Edge. Make sure that you guys are checking that out. Let's just check a little bit of the Kickstarter out while we got some time to do that. So basically, Marvin has a he has a comic going on with this as well. So, you know, he has the it's sort of like a GI Joe action figure, you know, if you want to, you know, look at it like that. And basically, it's to the comic The Edge. Was one of the most popular characters, Blain, and it's 1/18 inch action figure. It also comes with, you know, high stakes 40-page one shot. You get a full training card, and various prints are available throughout this Kickstarter. Look at the posable action stuff that, you know, comes along with this and everything. You can't really beat it and stuff. So it's a really slick looking, you know, action figure, and it's basically, as I said, like, you know, past couple weeks, is our first action figure in Comicsburgh. So more to come. So make sure that you guys are checking this out, and we got to get, you know, Marvin past the 10,000 mark. You know, I'm sorry, 15,000 mark. It's about a few days left on this. How many days we got left on this? Let's see. We got 4 days to go. We're still going to make it. So, you know, 4 days. You know, don't wait. Please don't wait. You know, Marvin is on other podcasts, basically promoting and, you know, making sure everybody knows about this. So I want to make sure that you know about this, so you can so you guys can go ahead and back. You see like Tomac Zaymot, like the action figures right here. So basically, Blain fits right in there, right in there. It's a good fit and stuff. So make sure that you guys are you know, checking that out and going to back. So appreciate that. And shout out to Marvin and everything. He's doing all he can to make sure that this thing is out there and make sure that it's being recognized and stuff. All right. All right. So next up we have Memoirs of the Morbid is spooky season. Spooky season. All right. So let's see what Grant Lankard has as far as Memoirs of the Morbid. All right, so let's play his trailer. Play with sound this time.
Greetings, ghouls and boils. I'm the Ghoul Master, a loving homage to horror anthology narrators of yesteryear. Wait, I'm an homage? Why didn't anybody tell me? You'll hear from my agent about this. But first, let's get to the heart of the matter. I'm here to tell you about the new horror anthology, Memoirs of the Morbid, on Kickstarter in time for Halloween. Memoirs of the Morbid is a black and white homage to classic horror comics from the 40s and 50s, containing 5 self-contained stories by some of the best indie comic creators out there. There's that word again. I better not find out homage is an insult. Anyways, Memoirs of the Morbid is completely done and ready to go to the printer. So don't make a grave mistake by missing it.
Start in September, ends in October. So we got about 10 days left on this Kickstarter here. All right. So basically what Grant has going on is about 66 backers, about 1,500, towards goal. So yeah, we're going to hit it. It's about almost 80% to goal and everything. So it's spooky season, guys. Halloween is next week. You got about a few days left, before the end. Before it ends and everything, before Halloween comes up. So it's an anthology series that, tells tales of, spooky stuff and, the stuff that'll just get into your brain and probably scare you. All right. So along with Grant, he has other creators doing like, stories and everything. I think it's about 4 or 5 stories in here. And every time Grant does Memoirs of the Morbid, this is his 3rd one. This is the orange edition. He had the red edition and they had the blue edition first. He does such a really great job. Like I said, really sells out at conventions and really does good in the Halloween spooky season, fall season. So these are some really good covers that you guys are definitely going to enjoy once you check it out. So make sure that you make the pledge. We got like a few days left on this. And we work real hard to make sure that you guys are checking us out. So 10 days left to go on Memoirs of the Morbid. You guys are definitely going to enjoy it once you see it there. So definitely check that out. So next up we have we're going to do Trillion. All right. So we got Cataclysm Comics in the house. So I'll let my man William tell you about Cataclysm and also Trillion. If I can play it. So let's go ahead and refresh that screen so I could go ahead and play this bad boy. There we go.
Hey guys, William L. Glover here, and I'm here to talk to you about my comic book company, Cataclysm Comics, and to tell you really quickly about a few comics that we have to offer. So Cataclysm Comics was born in September of 2016. I was part of a nerd group on Facebook, and they wanted to honor Jack Kirby by drawing some of Jack's more iconic characters, and I popped on with the magnificent idea of saying, I think Jack would be more honored if we created our own characters. As a matter of fact, why don't we all just come together and form our own big-ass comic company? After I said that, my inbox started flooding left and right with artists and writers and people who had ideas for characters and stuff. And fast forward to now, we are actually a company called Cataclysm Comics. Cataclysm Comics is a bunch of creators from all over the world. We have people from England, Africa, Canada, and several other countries. who have come together to form this comic company. Today, I'm going to talk about our series called Trillion, which is our first series that we have released. Trillion is about a young lady named Trisha Leone who was left for dead after a hit and run. And her family's poor. They're unable to pay for her medical bills. And a rich asshole comes along by the name of Richard Collins. And Richard Collins is a capitalist, so he sees a business opportunity and he offers to save Trisha's life. He tells the family that if they sign a contract, then he will save her life. The family does it. They don't read the contract. He puts $1 trillion worth of cybernetics within her body, and now she has to basically do his dirty work in order to pay back the $1 trillion that she owes him. The art is done by Victor Pinello, who lives down in Mexico, and the story is written by Joseph Stevenson, who lives in England. I'm just going to show you a few of the pages. This is some very beautiful art done by Victor Pinello, who also, he's done everything. The pencils, the inking, the coloring, everything. Victor is amazing. These are the first 5 pages of issue 1. Just to kind of give you guys a glimpse of what the comic looks like, what you will be in for if you decide that you wanted to purchase it. Okay. Next up is Trillion issue 2. Issue 2, this cover here was designed by Teddy V. Barnes, who lives here in the States. Issue 2 is about a fabric company named Aratne Fabrics, who has an uprising going on. Trisha is sent out there basically to quell this uprising, and she runs into her first supervillain known as the Chemistress, who basically is stirring up trouble with the uprising. So once again, I'm going to show you the first 5 pages so that you can see for yourself the artwork that is done by Victor Pinello. And that is some of issue 2. Issue 3 dives into the music industry. There is somebody leaking music from older records, and DJ Chrono has asked for Trisha to try to find out who is leaking the music. Once again, first 5 pages, just to show you. The artwork, once again, is done by Victor Pinello, and it is written, once again, by Joseph Stevenson. The last issue, issue 4, has Trisha sneaking into a country who is run by this dictator known as Horsepower. She is sneaking in to try to do a job for a evil corporation, but is caught by the dictator. But however, what is going on is that she has been going for so long without food and water that her body is starting to shut down.
All right, and that is Trillion, my man William Glover, and Victor Pinello and Stevenson doing the artwork. Doing the writing and everything. So we got like a few backers as far as that, but it's halfway to go. So we're almost there and everything, and you got like 20 days left to go ahead and back this. So it's some really good artwork in this. I've done like a few shows with him. I mean, my man William, he's a hustler. He does his thing. He got some really good covers and everything, to this that you guys are really going to appreciate when you back and get the trade paperback. So go ahead and make that pledge. I'll put the link in the bio, just like I did Footpath, Memoirs of Morbid, and also The Edge. And you guys are definitely going to enjoy this. Make sure that you make the pledge. We got like we got to get some more backers on this, but like I said, we're halfway to go, and it's 20 days left, so I think we're going to knock it out and get there. All right. All right. So last but not least, we got the The Theme of Thieves here by your boy DP Brown. All right. So let's get that up so you can see what this guy, has going on. All right. So the Theme of Thieves is about two teens and a mysterious being traveling through time, and they're trying to solve a mystery of why people disappear in the present. So if you like Lost, Quantum Leap, The Wire, those are like three of my favorite TV shows I decided to put into a book. So I'll let my man explain exactly what all that is.
It's your friendly neighborhood DP Brown, writer and creator of The Theme of Thieves and co-owner of Comicsburgh.
I really enjoyed these three comics here. It wasn't what I was expecting. It's definitely a very heavy storyline.
My name is DP Brown, and I'm the creator and the writer of The Theme of Thieves. I'm from Cleveland. Look, I love comics, and I created a time-traveling adventure that will teach as well as entertain you. The Theme of Thieves is about two teens, Rebecca and Jason, and a mysterious being called the Man in the Red Suit, who traveled through time to try to solve the mystery of why people are disappearing in the present. So when the Kickstarter is done, I plan to finish the artwork for the issue, do a small print run for all my backers, make the exclusive metal items and stickers for the campaign, and also put funds towards making issue 5. I want to thank everyone in advance who made it this far in the video. But don't take my word for it. Here are some others who checked out The Theme of Thieves.
It's a great book. I can't wait to see what DP has for the rest of the series.
Theme of Thieves is great, and I'm curious to see where this goes, see how these characters change and evolve, and what the mysteries are unfolding, because there's still a lot to be uncovered as to why people are disappearing.
And all of those Crazy Man scenes are always really well done. Guys, I really, really dig those sequences. But what changes with those sequences is the way that I interpret that character in the story. No, this dude is just being thrown around and doesn't understand it either, which I like. It's like a whole different phase of the character I did not know was going to happen. You took me by surprise, DP. You took me, and now you got me.
So this is a sample copy. So basically what you're getting in book 1, the first 4 issues, that was in stores last year. And you will also get a bonus copy preview of Echo of Evanescence, my new novel that will be coming out in stores next year. I cannot wait.
You're gonna be able to get Sam?
Yeah. For you guys to see this book. And I cannot wait for you guys to get real excited about what's happening in the issues and also in the book that'll be coming out next year in stores. Okay. So you actually get a 24-page preview when you get the graphic, or where you can get the graphic novel trade paperback.
Here's what I need you guys to do. Go to the story section in this Kickstarter. There's a preview to my comic. If you like what you see, make the pledge. See what that handsome guy there said? He said, make that pledge. So, if you guys are checking us out here, thank you for joining us and everything. Go ahead and make that pledge. We got like Footpath, we got Memoirs of the Morbid, we got Trillion, we got the Edge Blain action figure, we got the Theme of Thieves. We got so much great stuff coming up on Comicsburgh that's winding down the last few days of these Kickstarters. So don't wait. Make sure that you're making the pledge. Make sure that you're, supporting like indie creators. We definitely, want to make sure that you guys are, supporting your public library. Always got to let you guys know about that. So, and like I said, we got Trillion, we got the Blain action figure, we got Memoirs of the Morbid, we got Footpath, and of course we got the Theme of Thieves. Your friendly neighborhood DP Brown always coming at you with some good stuff. So, like I said, not too much going on this week. But we'll have a definite discussion next week. We won't be here on Halloween next Friday and everything, because that's Halloween and everything. We're going to, the next day though is the final day of the Theme of Thieves Kickstarter, and we're going to wrap up with a few of the other Kickstarters and everything next week. We're doing a live stream on Saturday evening. I'll let you know what the time is, so make sure that you guys join us then, and appreciate you guys for making it out. Make sure that you're following us at Comicsburgh. We're all over social media on X, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button, so anytime that we're on, that we're on. Make sure that you, most of all, are having a really great night and everything. It's Friday evening. You could be anywhere, but if you joined us and enjoying us on the replay, we especially thank you for that. Make sure that you're looking at our Kickstarters. Everything's all in the show notes. You'll see all our links in the show notes, and also in the chat. So make sure that you copy the link, you put it in your thing. Make sure that you're making that pledge. All right. Peace out.